Pulling out the Yamaha 250 right here on the front end of that thing. He's got the forks that took him to a silver medal at the X Games and Snowbike Best Trick. He's attached it there to that 252 stroke. But you gotta have a listen to the sound of that engine as it comes back up and down in front of here. The guys and gals will use a little bit at this time to do a little ground and pound. Check out what it feels like on that bike. Guys are making sure that chin strap is nice and tight underneath there. Billy Kohut, resting that Canadian red light on the big 450 Honda. Back over here, the ultimate freestyler. When I talk about a free rider, this guy can put fingers on that bike. No decals at all, except that little flossy bump sticker that makes you're stuck on there. And this, oh, that sound. That sound just gives me a little bit of a shiver right here. Hearing it back like it was in the early days of the freestyle motocross. Guys come to the side of the ramp there, getting the feel of it as they come to that ramp. There ain't no gauges here. There is no science here. This is all about feel, about taking your life in your hands, and about entertaining fans just like you. Working it back and forth here now as they have a look at the ramp. Morgan coming back down here. Hitting a big old stoppy wheelie and pivoting it back around here. Little ground and pound. From the X Games, Cassie takes it up over the top. You gotta like it when the guys sit back here and let the girl go first, huh? Kohut getting a chance off the ramp there now. Feeling it out there. You can see the wind kind of pushing him around there. You get a side of that t-shirt getting blowing around a bit. You have a look at those flags up there and you'll see him a little bit. As Calazar takes that bike a little bit sideways in a whip right here. Looks to me like they got warmed up here just a little bit. Morgan, of course, always following it up at the end here. Breaking all the rules as per usual. They're all lined up here right now. I guess we just got a question for you guys. Are you ready to get going?
Yeah!
Well, then welcome here to the 2021 Calgary Stampede into the stars of Freestyle Motocross from the Keith Sayers FMX team. Would you like to meet them one at a time? Well, then let me ask Cassie to go first. You know, I say rolling out the red carpet here, but I figured we ought to put down one of those fire things like at the rodeo, because this girl's been blazing trails since she threw a leg over a motorcycle. Started riding at 5 years old. Turned pro as a motocrosser at 16. And for about the past 5 years or so, has been setting the world on fire when it comes to freestyle motocross. Cassie Boone is brought to you by Fiber New Industries, Parts Canada, Gore, and 7 Design, Pure Canada, and SureCut. She is one of only 2 female freestyle stars who will travel across that 75-foot gap, but right now, she's #1 in our books. Let me hear it for Cassie Boone. Morgan pulls right out here because I'm going second. You never know what to do with him. I'm going to stay out of his way. Mason, who would normally be in this position, just goes, whatever. Here comes Morgan now, lining it up. That was a massive turn down whip. Turned pro in the world of freestyle motocross at the age of 15, an X Games silver medalist in snowbike big trick contest, the only rider in the world, the first one ever to take a snowbike across the water. You gotta love that. He's brought to us by Flossy Bums, his lifestyle rider company, Ironclad, 403 FMX, 509 goggles and helmets, strict gear, CFR handlebars, and stealth traffic. Originally from Vernon, British Columbia, but now making his home in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. This is Morgan Calazar. Look at this. Mason just saying, listen, man, you guys are going to go. I'm going to go have a little nap back here, just lay back down on the bike. I love the way this guy sits down so deep in one of the most unique riders around with some of the most amazing, unique tricks. But Billy Kohut right now lining it up, the original, when it comes to the original. Back in the day when he first began, we all called him Billy the Kid because he was just that kid. Now he's a gentleman rancher on a farm just outside of Ditchbury, running 40 head of natural fed, grass-fed cattle. And oh boy, are they ever good. He began his career as any good farm kid would in the world of rodeo, but then found the steel steeds to freestyle motocross. Ladies and gentlemen, he is brought to us by JC Power Sports, Parts Canada, M7 Design, Cynic Clothing, Proactive Suspension, and Hell Brake Line. We give it up right here for the man that we call the Kid, Billy, the Kid Kohat. And then there was one of the most unique riders around. Will not accept sponsorship, refuses to put the decals and graphics on the bike because he is the epitome of the free rider. Up over the top there into a saran wrap, no-hander, classic old school rip from the 10-year veteran. He calls himself an adventurer these days, seeking out the old trails where guys learn to craft this sport before there was foam pits and mechanical ramps, where they bashed and beat themselves on the backcountry. This is a guy who knows what it's all about and still lives that lifestyle today. Coming to us out of Grand Prairie, Alberta, he is Mason Bozar. We had a chance to introduce everybody. You ready to go to work? Well, Cassie looks like she's ready to go to work. Here comes Mason. Morgan get the bar pad a little adjusted right there. Gotta like it. He's the only guy who's got to kick that bike over. Everybody else got to push it. Up there, high out. Cassie getting a beautiful scorpion style. Backside with Bozar. The look over as he looked at the glove. Oh, look at this. The two of them working together. Usually rivals, now partners. Billy Kohat and Morgan Kalazak working together. Here comes Cassie again. Up there high now. Look at this. They're flying it together. Heel clicker over the front. Switch blade out to the side. Oh, I gotta like it. He goes to the backside of the double drag. Just goes back. The two boys again. Kalazak and Kohat, two completely different styles. Kalazak coming from the free rider world. Began his career as a backcountry racer. Not Billy. Crosser, just like Cassie. Two different styles. Watch how much ability to stand up. We're going to deep down into that fight. Mason backside here, double grab, hook it up into the scorpion as you saw it on the backside of the bike, into the cutout. This time we're coming behind him here now. The two of them having some fun working together here. Gotta like that when two rivals in terms of things like X Games and competitions can work together to entertain each and every one of you. Cassie Boo, Mason Bozar, Morgan Kalazak, Billy Kohat. What do you think of freestyle, huh? Well, wait a minute. How about if we change it into a bit of a competition here? So, you know, I was just talking with Billy here for a minute because I talked about the rivalry, you know, and I wondered whether he would want to compete a little bit. You see, I'm thinking that we should change this demonstration into a competition. What do you say? I said, what do you say? What do you say? Well, you know something? We don't have any X Games trophies. We don't have any big checks. We don't have any titles. We don't have nothing like that. What we got is something even better. The bragging rights at the Calgary Stampede. And you know how we're going to award that? It's going to be with your applause. So on the count of three, I got to hear you get as loud as you can so they know what they're competing for. Will you help me out? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Bragging rights are on the line, but here's the deal. It's a best trick contest, and you got to be upright on the bike. One shot at it to get your applause. Cassie, if you would, please lead the boys on a little trip here. Taking a page out of the highly competitive Morgan Kalazak Billy Kohat book as she gets the crowd on her side, knowing that that's how she's going to get measured in terms of her win here. Cassie coming out. Oh, look at this. Laddered her way to the back to a double grab. hit the scorpion by hooking her feet up over her head like that. This is a girl who can work all parts of the bike. Chose to work the backside there and a little razzle-dazzle for you here. Now look, she's gone first, right? I hope you're keeping notes. There's going to be a test afterwards, you know what I'm saying? But here's the deal. Let's give Cassie what it sounds like to be a winner here right now. All right, here's the bar right there. Mason looks like, oh, look out. Kalasuk wanted to jump in. But Bozy ended up taking the second spot. What's he got in mind now? He wants to contrast, no doubt. He's not a guy who usually competes, but he's going to do his own thing. That grab. Oh, look at this. Back grab, dead body. There is one rider in the world who does that trick. And you just saw him right here. Back grab, dead body from Mason Bozar. Give that guy a little love. Kalasuk with authority. Kicks that bike over, but Kohan in front of him again, looking stuck in the anchor position one more time. Kohan now, circling it here. Watch the elbows come up in that motocross position. Here we go. He just let go of the motorcycle 30 feet in the air. A holy grab. Let me hear some love for Billy Kohan. Did you guys get that on camera? For God's sakes, put it up on social media and hashtag the Calgary Stampede, would you? All right, Morgan's moving out here right now. Kohan feels like he's got it here. Behind those orange goggles is a smiling face, let me tell you. Kalasuk now. The X Games silver medalist, the guy who's been up and down the road in competition for a long, long time. Wait a minute now. He cheated. We can't count that, can we? I said we can't count that, can we? He cheated. You know, I kind of like it when he cheats, so, you know, we should disqualify him, but you guys are the judges, all right? So how about we go through them one at a time? You let me hear your applause, and we'll find out who takes our best trick contest. Let me hear it here for Cassie Booth. And any other night we'd be out having drinks celebrating your win, but maybe not today. We got to come back over here to this guy. You saw it, back grab, dead body. This is the man who does it. What do you got from Mason Bozar? Oh, they love you. They just haven't quite caught up on the technical stuff yet. You know what I mean? Well, let me come over here. You saw this man let go of a motorcycle 30 feet in the air. You saw a holy grab from Billy Kohan. You know, I'm not even going to influence this. This is the epitome of the free rider. A guy who just won't follow the rules, but maybe, just maybe, he got all the love here. What do you got for Morgan Kalasuk? All right, mister. You're going to have to live up to that now because we've had some fun here, but now it's time to give you payback. To give you the biggest tricks of the day. Are you ready? Because here they go. Cassie coming back at it again. Look at this. Tribute to the Calgary Stampede. Hit that heel clipper like a rodeo rider. Backside there as he got that rock solid again, that diamond shape. Kohan just took it up a notch. Took those hands off, and there's Kalasuk taking the page out of Billy Kohan's book on that tsunami style kiss of death. Cassie now. On top, huge switchblade. You see that? Kicks those legs out in super can. Then gets that quick. Back grab, Rodova. Put the back hit, hitting a Cordova, but on the side. Kohan looping the bike out. Huge. Do you see him? Oh man, and Kalasuk almost turning himself inside now. One of the rare riders who can whip equally well both ways. Cassie waited until she was past the apex before she hit the Look at this. That grab stripper as he hits his foot up over top of the bar. Oh, look at this. Double backflip. Give him twice the applause, would you? Cassie, backside, executioner. Executioner, one-handed grab, hook the feet over, Richard the heel. Oh, and Bozy not finding it there. You saw him come through with that back grab. I know what he was thinking. An indie version. Oh, that's way up. Super knack on the side. Kalazak in a rock solid. Oh, and Kalazak getting the stretch that he's so famous for on that rock solid. Cassie up there to a Cordova. That's the trick that Mason's doing on the side. He just hit that dead body, but that's the indie version right up there. A huge trick from Bozy. Heel clicker, backflip, are you kidding me? And Kalazak bouncing it off the rev limiter into that turn down whip. Cassie just barely turn right there. You saw her get ready to do rodeo. I think she was looking to do the Cassie coffin. Oh, and Bozy, rock solid indie from Mason Bozar. Whipped it out there, helicopter style, and Kalazak almost turned himself inside out on a super nap. Ladies and gentlemen, what do you say for the stars of the Keith Sayers Freestyle Motocross team? But you know, we want to end this with something that is a signature trick from this team. It's the most dangerous trick of all. It's called a freestyle trade. All four riders onto the ramp at the same time. But we won't just do it once. We won't do it twice. They'll do it 3 times. It's called WTF. Pretty sure you can figure out what we're talking about. Huge whips up there. Go ahead bouncing it off the rim. You see Bozy? He can't even do it like standard. He's got to hit that super can in the middle of the whip right there. First one up now. That's the W. Now we've got the T. The T stands for trip. All of them working the back side of the motorcycle. Go ahead, hitting that holy grab one more time to wrap it all up. We're going to wrap it up right now, so I want to tell you, if you got your camera ready, you got your phone ready, this is the one you want to get a picture of, you want to get some video of, you want to put it up on all the social media, hashtag Calgary Stampede, hashtag Stampede21, hashtag KSFMX. Ladies and gentlemen, please give us a round of applause for the stars of Freestyle Motocross. Mr. Mason Bozar, Cassie Booz, Billy Cohut, and silver medalist at the X Games, Mr. Morgan Kalazak. Ladies and gentlemen, they will be back here again at 6 o'clock this afternoon, and we'll be in the grandstand show tonight, doing the same type of thing you've seen here. It's excitement all day long, everywhere you turn, because we are at the Calgary Stampede. On behalf of Stampede 2021 and the KS FMX team, thank you for being a part of our show.